Hi guys, I am back with another video, and today's style is currently my rendition of the freestyle braids with the two curly buns in the back. So if you're interested in this style, please continue watching.
Life on that line. LOL.
Now, let's get started. I took Shine and Jam and I'm applying it to the parted section. This is a very important step. It gives you control over the saturated section. I also combed that in place, and I'm going to take the end of that comb and part out some hair so that I can begin the stitch braid. I'm going to take that section I parted out, and I'm going to split this in three, and I'm going to braid. Let's braid together. We're going to loop it 1, 2, 3 times. I'm going to slide my finger underneath the hair, creating a part, pinch that with my index and thumb, lock it in place, and do the same thing on the exact same side. Slide my finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide my finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide my finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. This is important. You don't want to drag the hair. You want to slide your finger underneath the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide your finger underneath the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Let's create a song. Slide your finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide your finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide your finger underneath the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide your finger underneath the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. This is like repetition. Slide it under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. So when you're doing it on your own hair, you can sing the same thing. Slide it, lock it. Slide your finger under the hair, pinch it, and lock it in place. Slide your finger under the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. Slide your finger underneath the hair, pinch it, lock it in place. And this right here should give you a feel of how you do stitch braids. A lot of people charge for this. I'm giving it to you right here for free. So with that being said, you guys, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment. Lock that thing in place. The hair that I'll be using this evening is Hollywood 3x Yaki in the color number 1. This is the sizing that I'm going for with my braids. I overlap the rack to get the maximum capacity from this rack. You'll need a parting comb, magic fingers, clips, scrunchie, and rubber bands. I'm parting my hair straight down the middle. This is something that I always do. I sectioned off one side using the scrunchie, and now I'm going for a slanted part. I'm going to drag that all the way down to get the straight back effect. I'm using Shine and Jam to clean up the parts. For this portion, I'm going to part out a heart. I'm digging into the top section, and I'm going into the bottom section as well for this portion. So I'm going to curve that, and I'm going to create this heart, and I'm going to clean up the heart with the jam. I'm satisfied with the way that the heart is looking. I'm going to clip the bottom so that everything stays in place, and I'm going to saturate the heart with jam, and I'm going to braid this with no weave. I cleaned up the part, saturated this section, and I'm going to start my stitch braid off with my natural hair so that there's less tension. I use the same exact method that I showed you guys in the front portion of this video. The only difference is I started to feed and weave to get more of a thicker feel, because I wanted to add in hair so that my hair can last a little bit longer. I figured that whenever you add in hair, the braids definitely last longer. I understand some people don't choose to use weave for whatever reasons. A lot of times people are allergic to the calculon hair or the dyes that's being used, but I prefer to add hair in because it actually gives me the look that I'm going for, and it lasts a little bit longer. For the second braid, I'm going to do the same exact method, only difference is I'm taking this braid straight to the back. I'm parting this section slanted and I'm going to take this part straight to the back. This braid will be a regular stitch braid. I decided that I didn't want to design this side, so I kept it basic. This last braid I started at an angle so that it would curve a bit. I used Freetress Waterwave 22 inches. Here's a view of my hair before I wrap it in the buns. I separated one piece. I'm going to cut this piece in half and then I'm going to cut both of those pieces in half. I inserted the crochet needle where I wanted to place the waterwave hair. I unlocked it and slid one side completely through. To level the hair out, I tied it in a knot. I repeated this about 4 times for each braid. You can do it however you choose. You can add more, you can add less. You don't have to add any at all. I'm going to use rubber bands for the buns. I'm going to take 2 braids and wrap it around. I'm careful not to wrap it too tight. I pull the curls out so that they will frame the bun. Once I get the ends tucked in, I'll wrap the rubber band for extra security. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. If you want to keep up with me, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.